Hello everyone, this is your weather on the fly outlook and discussion for Monday, April 28, 2025. Update concerning convective outlook days 1 to 3. For today, there is a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms for southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin. A positively tilted mid and upper level shortwave trough, with several embedded vorticity maxima, will move east-northeast through the day across the Great Plains and upper Midwest. The southwest portion of the large-scale trough and an embedded mid-level cyclone will remain in place near the Four Corners through most of the period. A strong mid-level jet, 70-plus knots at the 500 millibar layer, will move from the Central Plains toward the upper Midwest and Great Lakes later today into this evening. The primary surface cyclone will move from the eastern Dakotas toward the upper Great Lakes, as a trailing cold front moves through parts of the Great Plains and eventually the upper Midwest. By late afternoon, a dry line will extend from near the Minnesota-Iowa border southwestward into the southern High Plains. A regional severe weather outbreak still appears possible across the upper Midwest, with a threat of strong tornadoes, very large hail, and swaths of damaging winds. No major changes have been made to the moderate and enhanced risk areas, while large-scale ascent will be comparatively weaker from Kansas and Missouri into the southern plains. Isolated to widely scattered storm development will be possible within a weakly capped environment. Instability and deep layer shear will both be moderate to strong by late afternoon into the evening, and a few supercells may develop near the dry line. Large to very large hail and locally damaging winds will likely be the initial primary hazard, but increasing low-level shear by early evening will result in some tornado threat as well. Additional strong to locally severe storm development will be possible overnight near the advancing cold front, aided by a continued nocturnal strengthening of the low-level jet. For Tuesday, there is an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of eastern Ohio into the lower Great Lakes region. A consolidated shortwave trough will move eastward across the Great Lakes and southeast Canada on Tuesday. A southern stream trough over the southwest to northwest Mexico should drift east. Primary surface cyclone over northeast Ontario should quickly progress towards the Canadian Maritimes. An attendant cold front will push across the central to lower Great Lakes Tuesday afternoon and evening, while a weaker surface low should remain anchored over the Texas Trans-Pecos. Ahead of the cold front, the warm sector across the Ohio Valley into the lower Great Lakes region should be stabilized through the morning and early afternoon. Initially, storms will develop across eastern Ohio into the lower Great Lakes near the aforementioned surface low and cold front interface. Large hail will be the initial threat with supercell modes, before a tendency to cluster and grow upscale. This will bring an increase in the potential for scattered to widespread damaging wind, as the front shifts eastward with bowing line segments and clusters through time. A secondary weaker surface low will develop across western Texas near the vicinity of the dry line, and a stationary front across portions of central Oklahoma into southern Kansas Tuesday afternoon. This region will be the focus of supercell development by the afternoon, with potential for large to very large hail, severe wind, and a tornado. An enhanced risk for hail may be needed in further outlook updates, given the steep lapse rates and supercellular modes, but uncertainty on coverage warrants reevaluation as mesoscale details become more clear. For Wednesday, there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms for portions of north-central Texas into southern Oklahoma. A mid-level trough will eject across the southern plains. Surface low development is expected across western Texas on Tuesday, with a weak low tracking eastward into east-central Texas by Wednesday. Overnight thunderstorm activity is expected at the beginning of Wednesday across portions of central Oklahoma into east-central Texas. By the afternoon, additional scattered thunderstorm development along the dry line near the Red River on Wednesday afternoon will pose potential for severe wind, hail, and a tornado. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe for the latest Storm Prediction Center outlooks.